Are you suffering with chronic sinus problems, chronic pressure under your eyes, above your eyes, chronically swollen shut on one side, both sides swollen shut, postnasal drip? Have you tried all the sinus sprays, the neti pot? Have you even gone to the extreme where you've had surgery where they've taken a laser and burned out the sinus membrane and it still comes back and you still have sinus problems? You're about to hear a story of a patient that was in our office that got her upper cervical spine corrected, and you get to hear what happened following.
She's gonna tell you some of the health problems that she was suffering with prior to getting under care, how she got referred in, and then what happened following getting her upper neck corrected. So Ann, tell us your story.
I'm going to start off by saying that my coworker had referred me, and she was beside herself. Her son had an accident, and with the services that she's told me that you had, and I had sinus issues for over 14 years. I had major sinus infections. I was doing 2 sinus sprays a day, daily for 14 years. I even had sinus surgery in 2009 and it still came back. I still had issues. I still had to do the sinus medication. After having the surgery, I only had 2 sinus infections a year, which that doctor said that was a win-win situation. Right. Well, the first day I came in to see Dr. Hall and I told him I had sinus issues and I really wanted to get off the medication completely. He said, you came to the right place. The very first day you adjusted me, I started draining after you adjusted me. My sinuses started draining instantly. And after you get adjusted, you kind of stay calm for a little bit. I had to stay sitting up because my sinuses were draining so much. But since I've seen him, my issues have not come back. Every once in a while I can tell, like if I'm getting a cold and it's like, it's more of a cold. My left sinus is the worst, so I can feel it here, and it's like, I know I need to go in and see you because it starts feeling tight again, but I haven't gone back to the sprays. It's been 2 years for this. I have no sprays whatsoever. So
great.
I know.
So some of you might be wondering, well, what does the neck have to do with the sinuses? The sinus membrane is actually innervated by the trigeminal nerve, one of the branches. And the trigeminal nerve is a cranial nerve, and its nucleus is actually in the brainstem, right where C1 sits. And so when someone suffers from an injury in the past, whether it be a car accident or a sports injury, or they slipped in the bathtub and hit their head on the tile, any of these number of traumas can cause the upper neck to misalign, and when it misaligns, it tears the soft tissue and the joint capsule, and the vertebra becomes locked. And that sets up the stage for a cascade of neurological consequences. One of them, in some people's cases, is it affects the trigeminal nucleus. And actually, I'd say probably a third of the patients who come in here, one of the symptoms in their entire symptom picture is sinus trouble. So getting the upper neck corrected precisely, we do that with x-rays, helps the body function better, and in many cases, like Ann's just described, all sorts of different health conditions can heal and repair just naturally. So Ann, thank you for telling us your story.
Oh no, thank you. You've definitely changed my life, and I'm very thankful that I found you.
Thank you.